I feel it where it's taking. This is my moment. He's not leaving that ring without some type of hurt. I promise you, I went through too much to get to this moment. He's not leaving that ring without some type of hurt. I promise you that. He tried to get all these things. He can't stop with Destin. He can't because I'm too determined. He's never seen it. He's never felt this before. He's never felt the speed, the power. He's never felt none of that. And with the heart, he's never seen before.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Get out of this. Talk so much stuff. John, motherfucker.
We stay together and everything.
Motherfucker never loved that.
Thank you for bringing us together.
Remember?
Bringing our beautiful family together.
A cup of tea and
They
a
always
flag.
supported me fighting. They had their penny to their
Morning, Stevie. How's it going?
to my career.
I hope you're
Garcia
good,
started
brother.
boxing early, at age 7. He trained under his father, Henry, while the rest of the family provided unending support.
You know, my dad created a shed for us to
In
train in.
bitch I am,
Like a
Stevie.
barn, it was funny, you know.
Me fucking chest
I
is
was
caved
always
in.
somebody that was destined to make it. And my family, they just always felt like I was gonna have an impact on boxing. There's been times in my life that I've said to myself, you better push it.
That'll do for now.
Like my mom and dad, they gave their whole salary to this one tournament. We drove.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
It was cross country. And I said to myself, if I lose,
Made me
this tournament,
fucking dressing gown,
it's a
bro.
long ride back home. This is gonna be torture. So I swear on my life nobody was beating me. And I actually fought a southpaw. And guess what I did to them? Punished them. And came back with the national title. So that was good.
Garcia became a 15-time national champion, racking up more than 200 amateur wins.
That's it, though. He's a good fighter. That's gonna be some fighter.
Nothing but fireworks.
Fuck you. Bird flu. The fucking drones were out again last night. Now, Stevie, I'll point it out to you today. You know, just on top of the tree line, the crafty bastards, they just hover there. And purposely, I do go out. Me light goes on, and I'm like that, and you see them clicking and moving side to side.
The comparisons to
See, Stevie, drones are cheaper than helicopters. You know what I mean?
Despite those resounding victories, a perhaps unfair perception nags Garcia that he lacks an edge.
Yeah, of some kind of fucking flu, I don't know what it is.
That's enough
But
to question
I
Garcia's
knew.
mettle.
I was like,
Even his good looks draw doubters. To them, he's little more than a pretty face.
I don't even know if I should take that as a diss or a compliment. Thank you, I guess, but I'm gonna come whoop your ass. I'm here to get nasty.
Ryan Garcia and Javante Davis,
It's not a
Stevie.
sport you just-
Who
I don't
wins?
get here by just having a pretty face. You don't knock out, two
Hey,
champion. I'll be able to
I was
forget.
talking
You
to
don't knock
Harpo
out that
yesterday and
easily,
the
it's
day
just a
before.
face. It's really jealousy, Kane.
On my
Kane
brothers and
Angle,
sisters'
he's
graves.
jealous.
Within 5 minutes to that verdict's coming in, I had the voice note off him and he sounds like me at the minute. He said, Jude, he said they're getting found not guilty. I was like, fuck off. He said, honestly, Jude, look at the news, man. And I was like, wow, because I didn't see that one coming, man. Like, Stevie, they had him there, lad.
I feel for a lot of
They
people,
had, bro, they had him there.
wannabes and things like
There.
that. They didn't come from where I come from. That's number one. They're not.
What do you think happened? You're normally a wise man. Yeah, did you not see the video? Yeah. Well, Stevie, I can't, I'm no good at flying them.
Two guys that's coming from
The last two that my brother had, I think I broke.
He's a likable guy.
Yeah,
He's praising God.
I'm not very good at flying them, let's say. But I've had a go, but like I said, I pointed out to you the top of the tree line, and then tonight I'll show you. Some fucking idiot said it's a start. What? Well, I tell you one thing, it's a bit close from fucking home, because it's on top of the tree line. because the tree line gives the cover. Didn't you see the video I posted? And it's up there. I think it's what to be fucking around here. Because it's been there every night, Stevie, same time, you know, and it just be there. Like I said, drones are cheaper than helicopters, Stevie. And like I called there Mark and I was like, bro, that fucking drone's back. Mark had a look at that and he's like, no way, man. You know, if I still had me rifle, it wouldn't have been there for long. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't have seen where the shot come from either. You know what I mean? I'd have taken it out of the sky because it's in me target, it's in me reach. Hogs, helix, and fuck off, will ya? And just look at it. Hogs, helix. Sick that, isn't it? What you can do nowadays. Oh man, yeah, we're down to that, Stevie. It's fucking giant, man. I killed it last night, I did.
Takes up in that ring. I'm not gonna let y'all do him.
Not much to kill, but I still killed it. You know. And I do get it all jammed up. It's like I'm the fucking thing. But I tell you what, Stevie, I don't know how he got a not guilty verdict. Now, even though I had a run-in with him, let's say, I was delighted that he got out. He's fucking 60, you know, and he's an innocent man. He was found not guilty. What can you say? You know, and there's a thing, as you know, Stevie, in Dublin's real underworld, where everybody that likes him will say, look at, he was found not guilty. They extradited him from his home in Spain, took him over here, put his life in danger by putting him in an Irish jail. Listen, Stevie, I was explaining something to me brother, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I'll ask you. Remember the time they made him pay back €1.5 million? I think it was restitution fees. And if it wasn't, can you tell me what it was? I'm watching the fucking boxing Showtime. Davis v fucking Garcia this weekend. But look at, he must have done a lot of praying in jail. Because I tell you what, man, his prayers were answered. Oi, Stevie, if you had saying to me on the day, Jude, I've got a bag full of money here and I've counted it, I'll put 50 grand on him getting a not guilty verdict, you'd have been a millionaire. Like, there's no risk without reward, you know, and he got the biggest reward of them all, which is freedom. No cab. A tax demand, right? Yeah. Remember that interview, like, you know what I mean? Me brother's like, that's you all over, bro. I'd ring them an ambulance. You know what I mean? Someone got into your gaff, man. Oh, man, I've already dealt with 2 blondie pricks, that. I say, Mark, right? I'm sat at me door. Next of all, I see some blondie, Jeffrey looking fuck jumping over me fence. And he was just about to jump over and he sat on top of me fence. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, get down on my fence now before me. I picked up a fucking shovel that was in the garden. And I said to him, if you don't get down now, I'll fucking kill you. And I didn't know who he was. Obviously he's not from around here. I was like, mate, get down or I'll leave you with a gash. You know, where Mark's like, bro, don't hit him with the shovel. Bro, he's on a fence. Yeah. Fuck the shovel away. Now get down. You're gonna hit me? Come here, mate. If you don't get on my fence in 10 seconds, I'm gonna make you part of it. He got down, like I said, in this area in the last 26 years. I think 2 houses have been robbed. Alright, Gavin. You know, like it's a good community, you know, and I love this community. You know, I know this community better than I do me Irish one. You know, because I've been here that long and I get along with everybody. You know, I don't look for fight. I don't look for trouble. I'm not a hard man, a tough man, or a fighting man. But everybody on this housing estate could speak to me and tell you I can use me hands, let's say. Hey Sean and Gavin. Yeah, I'm dying with a bit of fucking flu or something. Stevie reckons it's fucking bird flu. Fuck off, yeah, I like birds so much. You know what my case, man. Greater Manchester Police have resorted to using fucking drones, you know. Yeah, they've deployed an L5 and 01612. Like, in Liverpool, they use a lot of them. In Manchester, you see, yeah, helicopter, drones are cheaper than helicopters. You know, just like here. Stevie, did you watch that Elon Musk interview with that BBC fucking, see him? He could start a world war. Yeah, I'll never forget this, what he said, right? Imagine this, wait till you hear this for a statement. Robots don't ring in sick. Robots don't have sick breaks. In fact, robots don't get breaks. Because they're robots. Do you understand? And he never ring in sick. And that's what Elon Musk says. He says, I was watching this thing where he went, robots don't ring in sick, and I was what? I don't watch TV either, me, Stevie. I just watch fucking documentaries. Well, I watch TV, yeah. But like I said, it's like, when you think about that for a minute, like, 50% of the workforce won't have a job. Right, you know, factory workers, yeah? In another, it's happening years, but in the next 20 years, it's going to be more noticeable where a robot is going to replace you. Like, say, you get people that work in loading bays and fish markets and fucking, you know, they're already doing it. Fuck's sake, you know. And, like I said, robots don't ring in sick. They're more efficient and precise. They don't make mistakes. Or they don't get the fucking flu. You know, they don't even have to pay them sick pay. Think about it. Robots don't ring in sick. And in another 20 years, 50% of people that work in factories around the world are going to be replaced by a new robot motherfucker. You know, AI is developing too fast. And that man could start a nuclear war. He could land a rocket on your Mars fucking jawline. You know, that kind of way. That's how precise he is. Precision. Oh, precision weapons. Forget about it. Like, you know, I'm a big fan of his work. I'm not gonna lie, I am. You know, like, people like that. I wanna learn. Listen, that geezer is super intelligent, right? And I like watching things about super intelligent people. And one of me fucking, I wouldn't call it a hobby, it's more a pastime, but I like things about war and dictators and rulers and tyrants. You know, like for instance, right? Hitler gets an awful time. Nobody talks about what Stalin did. You know what I mean? He killed as many people as Hitler did. You know. Yeah. Just as fucking well, man. Cause if them Germans had winning that war, yeah, my name would be Hans. and I'd be fucking saying hello, and I'd have blonde hair and blue fucking eyes. Hello, my name is Hans. Is it? Pleased to meet you, Hans. Fuck off. Yeah. Who wins between Javante Davis and Ryan Garcia? Yeah, don't cross the fucking fighting line. Right? Anyway, I hope you're all alright. Thanks for coming in, even if it's only to say fuck you, Jude. Oh, hello. You know, if the truth be told, a lot of me mods have been telling me, a lot of people have been telling me, Jude, let certain things go, because you're talking about it too much, you're never going to let it go. So, from here on forward, I'm going to try. Straightouttaballyer is my channel. I want to shout out to all the good people on YouTube. There's a lot of toxic people, and do you know what upsets me? Seeing people choose money over friendship, and people fucking each other over. In fact, right, I won't even mention it. Let's say I've been burnt, right? But I've learned from it. You know, me bollocks, would I give anybody a fucking envelope full of money again? You know, but I had a little dream and a project, because boxing and UFC, I've been watching it from fucking I don't know how long. Since it's been opened, let's say, since UFC 1, all the way up to 270 odd, or whatever. I love it. You know, watching two people bash the fuck out of each other and then shake hands and have a cuddle at the end. Now that's what you call respect, professionalism, humble and vitriology, you know. Like I said, if you're a professional, like if you're beat by a better man on the day, you have to shake his hand. Like some people can't deal with that because they're sore losers. She's. Your husband is your wife and your wife is your husband, and that's for life. You know your role. Yeah, listen. There's no point in being a queen of your castle. Do you understand? Every man has a right to defend his castle, right? Now, the only duty of care I have for you, if you come anywhere in my personal space, is tea and biscuits. It's on the menu first, right? That being tea, that being biscuits. I'll break my hand on your face if I have to. I don't mind. Look, Pain's my mate. Pain's one of my best friends. Yeah. Pain's replaced me friends, in fact. And he's a solid guy, Pain, you know. Honestly, I respect him. Shout out to Mr. Pain. Yeah, well, I tell you what, Stevie. Have you ever seen that movie, The Revenant, right? With Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Now, that was done back in the 1800s, right? Now, that's a true story, right? Now, long story short, there's fucking gun to try put next to all the bear who rushes him, ragdolls him, turns him around, you know what I mean, fucks him up, leaves him, like, you know what I mean, fucked, you know, nearly fucking embelled him and all, right? So he uses the gunpowder to fucking seal his wounds. You know, like, that's gangster, that's proper gangster, that, man, doing that, you know what I mean? You have to have some bollocks to do that, lad, you know what I mean? Like, I know the power of fire. I've been burnt a few times, you know, messing with fucking petrol tanks, messing with petrol bombs, lighting fires, and I got burnt a few times. I remember here, one Halloween up in Ballyfermot, someone threw a fucking milk bottle, man, and it bounced right beside Martin Blackburn's little fella or little girl and went all over him and fucking, you know. Now, I've had an accident where I went to throw a fucking bottle once, Stevie, and as I went to throw it, the liquid started going on me back, bro. Me fucking, yeah, I had a cap on, right, and the fucking thing burned all the way around there. It was like someone's had to put a bowl on me fucking head and heating a razor up to fucking 50 to, I don't know, a few thousand degrees. Yeah, fuck's sake, man. Throwing petrol bombs, man. Oh, it's brilliant at it. When the guy used to come up, you know. I'd have about 10 hit behind the wall. Made all ready, lad. Ready to go. You know. But when you're young, you do stupid shit. You know what I mean? You do really silly stuff. And like I said, when I moved up to Ballyferma, it's like fucking... I fought more times with people. And then I ended up forming alliances with the same people. And like I said, there were so many kids in Cherry Orchard, and when I moved up from Bluebell with a few other families, I fought alongside them. I went raving with them. I got fucked up with them. Went to parties with them. Got into rob cars with them. Got chased by the police with them. You know what I mean? And got battered with them. You know, like I said, you don't leave any of your mates behind. And like I said, unless he has a bullet in him, you know what I mean? It's like you can't leave him. You know what I mean? So it's either flight or fight. You know, so I'm one of them that is running. I look back and I see me mate on the ground. Now, them cunts are still running that way, so I'll run back that way. You know, it's like, and I'll assess the situation and see how much time I have before we got our fucking face slapped off. You know what I mean? And the lads that I used to pal around with, Stevie, never took a back step. Do you understand? Like, and it's just the way we were. You know, we were all mates. The media calls us a cartel. You know, like, I went to school with the O'Driscolls, the Duns. Ken O'Driscoll was in my class. From a kid, we both lived in Bluebell. They lived in my nanny's block. I lived in the first block in Bluebell. And then you have, you know, now I'm not talking from Kelly's end, where the pub is. I'm talking about up the other end. The very first one I lived in. Me granny, me Uncle Fran lived in the second block. The Duns, the O'Driscolls. So, I was in Kenneth's class. And then both our families are 10. We moved up to Cherry Orchard. And how ironic is it now? Harpo lives in my house. You know, so shout out to you, Harpo. I hope you get better soon. And I sent you a reply. Now, I was talking about a fella the other night who was acting like he's a tough guy, and he's telling loads of lies, okay? Now listen, I don't knock any man for having the same dream that I have. But when it comes to chatting shit and claiming to represent an area, here, your story can be picked apart. Now, when it comes to me, I can walk back on my house estate tomorrow. Not a problem. Knock at all my old friends' houses. Not a problem. You know. Sit on the wall across from my house where I used to live. Not a fucking problem. Walk into fucking Harper, I'll just go scaff tomorrow. Not a problem. Sorry, my old house. And it's nice to know because a few of the boys reached out to me and said, Jude, when you're writing this book? And I was like, I'm not really fucking feeling the book. And one of them said to me, Jude, write a book and blow this cunt out of the water. You know he's lying, right? And you've a platform, Jude. Do something about him, will you? And I'm like, what can I do? You know what I mean? It's like, but what I will do is, I'll try my best, yeah, to take me channel where it needs to go. Hey Lou, I'm just, but it's like I said, I come from a really dangerous part of Ireland, and in the last couple of days, one of the biggest criminals in the history of Ireland, Jerry the Monk Hutch, was found not guilty. Now, you know the amount of phone calls I'd imagine was made when he got out of jail. Now, if you know the history about the fucking wanker killings, fuck you. And the Hutches. Now, I've dealt with. Listen, I've met him a couple of times. I've been in his company a couple of times. The first time I was in his company, yeah, it wasn't a courtesy or anything. I was about to get my head bashed in. Because, like I said, I was selling shit down in there beside Joseph. I think it's Joseph Mansions. And I got run off the block, you know what I mean? And then the next time I met him was at a 50th birthday party for me mate Dottie. David Douglas, like, Lord rest his soul. He's dead now. But he sent 6 bottles of champagne to the table. You know, he turned up for Dottie's 50th. And Stevie, it's the other side of Euston Station. It's either called Eamon Dorans or Eamon Reyes or something like that. Because obviously, when I went to his party, I was with his nephew, Neil Douglas. And like I said, you have to knock on the door, bro. You don't just, it's not one of them establishments where you go in, because you know yourself who drinks in there. Only certain people are allowed in that pub at the time. You know, me, I was part of the family, in a way. But anyway, yeah, I've been in a few of their companies. I have a few pictures there I could put up, Stevie. But, you know, I'm not fucking, I don't need to. Like I said, I always have a plan B, Stevie. Like, for instance, if someone says that I'm lying, I'll just post a certain picture or whatever. But look at, he's a normal fucking man. But all me mods have told me, Jude, you need to move on. So I'm gonna try. And we'll see how that works, yeah? Let me get a cup of tea, guys. 1 sec. Louise, thanks for coming in, darling. Nah, fair play to Lou, man. She's always sharing me stuff. You motherfucker, you. I'm just making a cup of tea, hang on. That girl is so dangerous, that girl is a bad girl. Da, 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 da. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. Yeah, so Stevie, a few of the boys, a couple of the boys in Balliol that I was talking to, they're like, Jude, listen, for fuck's sake, we grew up together, man. It's like, don't mind all these clowns talking about 7 deadly sins and fucking all that shit. You know what I mean? He's like, look he said, anybody wants any kind of fucking proof or whatever, anything you said, you weren't lying about anything. And it's rare that. It's like, you know what I mean? And I didn't sell out like a lot of people did for a few quid. See, we're not all the same. You know, I don't even ask you to hit the like button, you know, when I should. But it's like this was never about money for me. I just wanted to get a certain little community, build my channel, get to 1,000 subs, do me memberships, £2 a month, like, you get your name highlighted, shout outs, all that nonsense. But 50 pence a week I think is a fair price. Like, I used to pay loads of membership fees and all, and I didn't even, you know, it was taken out of my bank. I wasn't even, you know, but like I said, it's like, it's an incentive, and if people believe in you and become members in your channel, you know, it's not just noble, it's very humbling. And that's the way I want to go, because I want to talk about mental health issues and addiction issues and life issues. You know, it's like, and you don't have to feel uncomfortable in here talking about mental health, because if anyone says something, they'd be fucked out. You know, we're survivors, and it's hard enough. It's hard enough. It's hard enough, you know, going through life. You know, carrying stuff on your shoulders. You know, and you have to forgive yourself in life, and you have to forgive other people too. You know, like, there's no point in me hating certain people, because it's not important anymore. What's important is, going forward with this channel, I want to build a platform that's not toxic. And listen, I don't care who you are, if you come in my live and start being rude to me guests and me mods and stuff like that, well then, you'll be gone. Simple as, because either Stevie will bounce you, one of the mods will bounce you, because, yeah, I've no interest in all that arguing. You know, like I said, I want to have a percentage of good people on YouTube. You know, like, I respect me elders, me. Do you understand? I have manners, morals, ethics. Do you understand? Yeah, they're traits in characteristics. What builds character? Rat bastard isn't a character, you know. Hang on. Yeah, so I don't like rats. You know, I've always had that issue. You know, anyone who's a rat must go. Yeah, you must go into the incinerator. You know what I mean? Into the incinerator. Yeah. You put up my lighter. I'm your fire starter. Push the fire starter. Yeah.
Wrong Instagram first. And after I did, that's what I can tell you right now.
I done beat a lot of stuff. No matter what they try to take away from me, I beat it. I beat it. And I'm still
Oh.
push forward. When people say legacy, I feel like that's where I come from. I already done enough.
Rush. Me house go. Me house go.
I don't want to see
Me missus got me that, man.
people
No.
understand like where I come from.
She's, well, fucking very good to me, she is. You know, hang on, guys. Have to talk to the missus.
Gotta salute me. Even if you don't love me, you got to.
Ask anyone who performs, who mesmerizes, who stares down the skeptics, doubters, social media hatred. They will admit
Oh, Bob, thank you very much.
the pressure that they alone are receiving.
This person I rarely mention. Now, like I said,
On Saturday, April
he used to help me with my videos, Jay Lucifer, 74 I think. Harlan used to help me. DG used to help me. Jerry used to help me. They don't help me anymore. But it's okay. I get it. It's fine. You know. I built a channel on my own. You know. And like I said, certain people don't want to see me have a channel for some reason. But you know what? Deal with it. You know, because I'm here. And I'm not scared. You know. I'm not bothered by people on YouTube. You know. I can handle myself, you know what I mean? And if you knock me out, I'll shake your hand, you know? It's like, but I don't look for trouble, you know? I just finish you. That's it. You know? I don't like fighting because I hurt myself on every time I fight. Because I'll fuck up me, or break a bone in my hand or a finger or, you know, that kind of way. But, like I said, there's a good minority in YouTube, the YouTube community. And that's who I want to talk to. You know, like a lot of us are former drug addicts, and a lot of us are afraid to admit that we're former drug addicts, or we take medication, or we take this, or we take that, or, you know, and people are scared sometimes, you know, to open up and to talk about, like, real life shit, like, you know, how your mood is, how your family is, are you happy? What's your favourite movie? Have you got Netflix? Javante Davis v. Ryan Garcia this weekend. That's gonna be a dust up. Come on, man, just get in the ring, you fucking daft cunt. I'm watching Terence Crawford. Crawford can.
was in control in that first round. And if you ride him down by virtue of his jet, let's remember how
Like I said, I love boxing. You know, boxing's a science. It's like, you know, and
takes a certain amount of time.
boxing's been with me most of my life. You know what I mean? You know, I'll tag you if you come in my space, like. But since my queen's come along, you know, I've not rowed with anybody or put my hands on anyone, and you know, I like it. You know, I like that side of me. You know, where I can forgive people. You know, because if you don't forgive people, like I said, yeah, if you hold a grudge, you may as well dig two graves, yeah? And like I said, it's YouTube. We live and we learn. And if you don't learn, well, that's on you. You know, so for those purposes, yeah, I have to forgive everybody. You know, I have to forgive everybody. Because, you know, that's the way forward for me. Forgiveness. You know, cause if you hold a grudge, you know, there's no point. Like I understand YouTube now. Like I always said, lies spread quicker than the truth. And I've always said I was a nobody on YouTube. And I'm not. You know, but you wouldn't get in a cell with me and close the door. I guarantee you that. You see, because it's fun. You hit me and you fucking release endorphins and adrenaline. And see that feeling? It's a kind of whoop ass in seconds. But I'm 48 now and I'm a granddad. You know, it's like I just want peace in my life, that's it. You know, peace, happiness, prosperity in the home. You know, and that's the dream, you know. It's a nobleman's dream. You know, and there is a good few people, there's a good communities everywhere, you know, and everybody has an arsehole. You know, it's like there's good and bad in every community, you know, and it's sad to see a vicious circle of people, of bullies on YouTube, who have big massive egos because they have a few thousand subs, and then they start thinking they're better than everybody else, which is wrong, because nobody's better than anybody on YouTube. Some people might be financially better off, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're better than anybody. You might be financially better, but that's it. You're not better than anybody. Nobody is. We're all the same. Whether you're black, white, brown, doesn't matter what colour your skin is, doesn't matter anymore what religion you are. It does to some people. Listen, I'm 1,000,000% Republican. I call me daughter Saoirse, which means freedom in Irish. Freedom of speech. Freedom of being whoever you want to be with. Freedom to choose to love whoever you want to love, whether it be a man or a woman or a half-breed. What's it called? Not a half-breed, what's it called? A transgender, whatever. Everybody wants to be loved, you know. And that's the dream. Like I said, you just don't understand it. People take little things for granted. You know, simple little things. But like I said, people are going to be people, aren't they? So just let them crack on. I'm on here to do one thing, and you know, it's to hit me target. That's all I can say, you know.
gangsters, narcos, and goons. And today's story is about the drug dealer named The Chocolate. He was the victim of a savage hatchet attack, seeing him left with some serious injuries. This attack will most likely start another gangland feud. The incident happened last weekend, seeing The Chocolate hospitalized. He was in a pub crawling movie that day and ended up at a house party where the incident happened. The Chocolate is hell-bent on revenge. He has put it out that he wants to kill the man who gave him the hatchet treatment, and he's more than willing to go to war. The border city has had a year of gangland drug-based feuds. Mark Lovell, father of Ebony Hughes, was killed. Stephen Morgan was the victim of an acid attack, and a man was subjected to a decapitation attempt. A source speaking to a local newspaper has said, The Chocolate has said he's going to kill the man who hit him across the head with a hatchet. That's all he has talked about for the past week. He knows he has to do something because if he doesn't, it will make him look weak and it will encourage other drug dealers to move on his turf. He has been going on how he was drunk and unable to defend himself. The Chocolate was left in a bad way, and at first he didn't want to go to hospital even though his head was cut right.
I'm gonna see what's new on Netflix. But listen, I hope you all have a great day, right? Now, like I said, look, YouTube can bring out the worst and the best in you, and a lot of people try to bully and belittle us, and you know, because they have a big platform, they think that they're better than everybody else. But if the truth be told, nobody's better than anybody. You know, like, well, that's what I think, and anyway, and I'll continue thinking that way. You know, I'm not better than nobody. You know, hell no, it's the way I was raised. I'm not perfect, but I'm watching a thing about monkeys, chimp empire. You know, I love shit about animals, all kinds of animals. See, chimpanzees, man. A few people have had pets and fucking what have you. And the face fucking. Oh, she's out. Bless her.
Who are we? How did we become the way we are? As humans, we spend our lives trying to understand ourselves. But sometimes it feels we're too close to see clearly. That's why we love stories from other worlds.
Oh, look at it, it's a little baby monkey, man. Oh.
But so different than others.
Beautiful, that. Look at the little monkey. Look at him. Look.
Tells us stories.
Look at him. They're like little babies, they are. You know what I mean? How could you fucking hurt a little fella like that? You know, some bastards hunt him. You know, the little babby, like, look at him.
Stories all the more
You know,
because they are real.
Mother Nature, it's like you don't understand. We're ruining our own planet, we are. I'm a humanitarian. I love animals. And they shouldn't be in cages, you know. None of them should be in captivity. They should be allowed back to their home. Humans are motherfuckers, you know, we're so selfish. You know, it's all me. Oi. There's no fucking I in team. You know, I've watched YouTube for a hell of a long time. I've gone in live in disguise, not made myself known. and I've heard loads of people. What are you?
Force of the logo is a vast, interconnected world.
Just on me live watching a doc about monkeys.
And at its heart, there's a thriving society. The global chimpanzees. For this new mother and her baby, it's home.
Oh, like, yeah, oh, fuck it. Alright, bro. Oh. I'm watching a thing called Chimp Empire. Hey, you too excited? Yeah, lad, I'll tell you what happened. I got a bit of work off someone. Let's say my name is Ted, and I deliver bread. So, I give the bread to Ted, Ned, Jed, Fred,
Chimpanzees are the closest living
Jed,
relatives.
Zed. Anyway, I give work to
Share
6 of them.
98% of our DNA.
3 of them went missing. 2 of them didn't sell that much. And the other one
Highly intelligent,
was like £600 short.
highly emotional.
Now, the work was given to me, bro. You know how it works.
60 years old,
And
in the stages
so,
of their lives.
it doesn't matter if I give it to Jed, Fred, Ned.
Every chimp that
Do you understand? It's on me. I can't go to the baker and say, here. When he goes, where's all my bread? Well, half of it was eaten.
Scientists
30% of it's gone missing. Totally. And then I was left with fucking 20%, which didn't help me. And it was my own mates that bought me. Like, I forgive them. We were young and dumb. It just make me grow.
in global society is sophisticated.
Yeah, man. But that's how it happened, basically, mate.
And social bonds,
I was 15, you know.
where each
I
chimp
thought I was
has
more
four
grown than I
generations
was. You know, that kind of way.
group.
But I learned from it. You know, my own mates. And I don't blame them for it, because I fucked up loads of times.
Most chimp groups.
And I fucked up a couple of my mates' builds too, but you learn from it. It's because of me heart. You know, I'm a giver, I'm not a fucking taker. And I give, like I said, you get bread off the baker, and you go, and you, let's say 5 of your mates are bread fans. So, alright, Shaggy, so what happens is, you're responsible for that work. So, if I give, let's say, I give yourself, Jaggy, Sean Wayne, and a couple of others, a van full of bread. And then half of them fuck up and go missing. All of them. And 30% of them, like I said, got fucked up on it. And the 20% that I was left with, one of them come up £600. And the other one just smoked it. And I got half of it back, but yeah. And I had to take the rap for it. Like, you can't say, oh, here, I'll give that to me mate, that to me mate. Here, you're in the no complaint business. Listen, I do, that's what you're told. I do not give a fuck. If you are stupid enough to give it out, it's on you, you know, and you don't realise you bring trouble to your man's store and all, you know. Like I people come to the house
At
and
the
all,
top of the hierarchy
you know.
sits the most powerful champion go.
But that's the mentality, you know, and like I said, I love this housing estate, I love the community. And your community loves you back if you help. Take part, do something. Like all these tough guys, right, that write books and they tell the world how tough they are, right? They tell the world how tough they are. I'm a hard man. I'm a fighter man. I am Manchester. But you have a fuck off, man. I'm glad Dean's ventured out on his own in all fairness. You know, I don't like arrogance. Like I said, this housing estate is full of gypsies. You have Keenans,
Jackson has been in
McDonald,
charge for 6 years now,
McDonough,
but he's getting old
Joyce's,
for an alpha.
Stokeses,
If he's going to stay on top.
all kinds of travellers, and I get on with all of them. You know what I mean? A lot of them are settled that live in houses, but I've known them for a century, and I've watched all those snotty-nosed kids grow up, you know, like that, look, fucking mental. But I get along with everyone in my community, you know. Yeah, as long as you have prosperity in your life, in your heart, you know. I'm watching a thing about monkeys, about chimpanzees. They're like apex, yeah, they're apex predators, right? Now, see them monkeys, yeah? They're meant to be 6 times stronger than a human, right? Now, I've watched a couple of programs, yeah, where this woman, she had it as a baby, yeah, and the fucking thing attacked her, right? And it took her whole face off, her nose, fucking everything, and she wasn't cruel to her. She raised her like a baby. It's like, but animals, monkeys have feelings too, and emotions, and I don't know what went on that day, but that monkey lost it. Yeah, no problem, man. And that monkey lost it, and he ripped her face to bits. Took a bite or two out of it. You know, like an apple, taking a bite out of it and going, fuck off. Monkeys are 6 times stronger than us, okay? Now, like me, I tell you, look, right? Now, there's always an alpha amongst them, and there can only be one. You know, you have to rattle your cage every now and then and let them know, here, I've just at you. What are you gonna do? Scratch me back. Yeah, that's what you can do. Scratch me back. Do as you're told. Apex predators. Yeah, apex predators. You know, like, and they have character, and you know, you get a family of them, but there's always one that's an alpha. Not much, Jaggy. Fucking like I said, yeah. I don't have a big platform. I only have a small one, and every time you come into me live, can you sub to each other? Because, right, once upon a time I knew a person who had a project and hit its goal 6 times and got 600 subs. Now, that person has had to jump on here, make a new channel and go forward. And forgive everybody. Because it's easier for me then, because I trigger like a motherfucker, and I've noticed it's easier just to forgive and be done with it. You know, I'm not on here to compete with anybody. You know, listen, I'm on here to tell you, listen, I lost me man and me dad. You know, if you still have your man, your dad in your life. Some people take little things for granted, and you know what? You know when they're dead and you're stood there in a hospital or a morgue looking at them, whatever. It's too late then. You know,
That's how they create and maintain social relationships.
no, Jackie, listen, there's some good Scottish guys and there's a few arseholes. Just like in Dublin, you know, everyone has one. Uh, but we choose, like I said, I don't like all that negative toxic shit. You know, it's like I come on here to talk about mental health because I'm on a shitload of tablets. And it's like, you know, there's younger people now. It's got Jackie, this has gone back for years. And if we, listen, I know I've helped more than one person on here, and that was the reason why I started the other project, and now I've moved on to this.
Forms alliances.
I see women getting bullied on YouTube all the time, Jackie, yeah? I see people that are enabling significant risks to women and children that are lining their pockets. Hey, I'll tell you a secret, Jackie. On my last project, I got 640 subs, bro. I hadn't even got to buy me a coffee up. Do you understand? And this has never been about money for me. You know, like, if I can advise people on certain things, one thing I will tell you is, right, if you're taking any kind of mental health tablets, don't be putting cocaine up your nose, because a lot of these meds, if you're on antipsychotics, they have side effects. But you know, if you use cocaine with it, once your mind snaps, it's like, and you might find that hard to believe. My mind snapped like an elastic band. And I was sectioned 3 times. And like I said, I've even told a couple of my mates that are on meds and they're snorting cocaine. And I'm like, listen, I've done it for 10 years and I can't even remember my children's fucking birth. You know. But like I said, there's a lot of people on YouTube because they're fucking lonely. Or some of them are sick. Or somebody, like I said, we're not all bad on YouTube. There is a good minority of people, but the bad people, like, you know, the ones that make up terrible lies about you and stuff. You know, I forgive you. That's your issue. I'm trying to deal with mine. You know, at least I won't shy away from it. You know, people have put labels on me for years, called me a tough, not my words, other people's words, called me a tough guy, a hard man, a fighter man, a shotter, a fucking OG, all this shit. Not my words, my brothers do tell me, and it's humbling. You know, look at, I live on a housing estate where little bastards are, someone's going down this manner on a scooter and nobody knows you, it'll be taken off you. The kids are little bastards, but see me, if I see them acting the blackguard and fucking outside the shop trying to intimidate them, I'm like, fuck off, cause my little nephew, like, is fucking one, look, so I don't have that. Here, fuck off away from the shop. People are intimidated, just like with yourself stood outside. Fam, move. Sorry, uncle. Yeah, man, no problem. Sorry, Joe. No, he's a good man, but look, you're intimidating people going in the shop, man. People can't even leave their scooter outside, it's gonna get robbed. Fuck off, bro. This shop serves this community. You know what I mean? You're fucking with your own community. You know, and they all know the way I am. You know, they get me. And like I said, that community spirit around here, it's fucking brilliant. Everybody knows everybody. It's just like Cherry Orchard. But because of all the bad experience, right, I'm 27 years off heroin, right? At 15, one night coming down off ecstasy. I seen me mates doing it and all the bigger lads, yeah. You know that I looked up to. I was only 15. Some of these lads were fucking a lot older than me, right? But I'm not gonna lie, you know that saying curiosity killed the cat. Your ma go, here, if he put his hand on the fire with you, I was one of them kids that I put both hands in, right? Now this is how I started, right? So I seen all these older lads now. I was 15 at the time, right? Now, all these other bigger lads from Cherry Orchard, the Red Wall Gang and all that, who I looked up to, all them boys. I become one of the boys. I was selling it to them. And like I said, I looked up to all these, right? Now, 17 months was there, right? But I'd say about 15 months in, they start smoking heroin on the third floor, right? So, I went up and they were all like that, look. And I'm like, I want a bit of that, you know what I mean? But I didn't know how to do it. So I watched them do it, right? Now, and so they were all like that, look. And one of them, I just took it out of his hand and a fucking thing like that, like a cigarette, except for they call it a tube or a fucking whatever, right? You know, and I got the tin foil, I got the tutor, I went in the bathroom and locked the fucking door, you know what I mean? Got me lighter out, and I hadn't got a clue, right? I burned the whole lot up, and I was like that, look, and yeah, oh fuck, like that. You know, like fucking goofing off proper like that, look, you know. And it started as a weekend thing to help me come down off the ecstasy. And before I knew it, I become dependent on it. Yeah, for 6 years. Thanks for coming in, bro. Here, I have a packet for you here. Oh, sorry. One sec, yeah. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, look, I have something here. But listen to me, right? I want to say this to you all, right? Now, going forward, right now, at the very start of another project, a couple of people helped me. Now, at the time, I wasn't really cleared up and stuff, and I didn't give a fuck about my channel, you know what I mean? Like, I invested in Dan, Fight and Talk UK, and he let me down. It's gone now, you know what I mean? I've not spoke to him in about fucking 3-4 months. Yeah, fuck you too, bro. But I forgive you. I've already told you that we've been over it. You know, look, it is what it is. You have to take a gamble sometimes in business. And I took a gamble and I fucked up and I lost my money, and it is what it is. That's on me too. So, moving forward, I'm not on here to compete with anybody else. I'm on here to take something back. And I will take it back by the end of the year. Being going past an old project, that's my motivation. You know, like, listen, a lot of people that have been to prison, been to mental health facilities, they understand, they get it. You know, it's like, they're not nice places. And anybody who says fucking jail's easy and prison's easy, it's fucking not. You know, you're away from your family, your loved ones, your missus, your kids, you know. And then your kids see that as you're growing up. And if your lad sees you in and out of prison, and your lad always wants to be like you, right? You know what I mean? I didn't want my lad to be anything like me. So I made a conscious decision at 21 in a fucking cell in Mountjoy prison, and I went like that. Alright, God, it's Shield here. I know you're busy and shit, but if you can get me off this fucking heroin and gun charge, I'll never sell drugs again, and I'll devote my life to my son. I'll try my best to get him to uni. And I said all this to God at 21, right? And he answered me prayers. It's like the mother-in-law paid me bail. And that night I was on a ferry to England. I had to sign on at the police station twice every fucking day. You know. Before 12 and then before 6. Fuck off, mate. I was over in Manchester, I was. Listen, I was on a gun charge, on a heroin charge, and I would have gotten about 10. I'd have having to do about 7.5, and me lad would have been 9 nearly. You know what I mean? And I couldn't do it, and I knew where my life was going, because I was good at selling drugs. I was good at stealing them too. But it doesn't matter. It's like, well, I was a fucking clown, that's what I was. I was insecure, I was naive, I was in balls deep, and I didn't realise the danger I was in. You know. And that's how I fucked up in my life. It's been because of me. Because I made the right choice. Or the wrong one. I didn't make the right choice, I made the wrong one. Like, have you ever done something and regretted it instantly? Now, if you tell me you haven't, you're a lying bastard. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I need a fucking boost of chocolate. Come out, you fuck.
Gus is still alone.
Holy cow. YouTube getting too toxic.
But he's got a plan.
So, when I first started on here, I used to talk to a fella called Jay, Lucifer 74,
Gus is awkward,
and
but he isn't stupid.
he's like, Jude, why don't you make your channel?
Jackson is the only
I was like,
Gus that ate.
I'm not really fucking bothered, Jay. He said to me, your 400 subs is always the hardest to get.
This could be an opportunity to form a very
And he wasn't wrong. It took me a year to get 100. It took me 2 years to get 200. "12 weeks in, I'm on 200. 12 weeks and I'm happy with that progress. Steady, slowly. But like I said, people are afraid to talk about mental health, and because of what other people have said about me, because of labels other people have put on me, I'm not a tough man, a hard man, or a fighting man. I can have a go. That's it. Fuck off. But me brothers will tell you, other people have put reputations on me around here for years. Never mind at home. I can walk home tomorrow and go in my old house in the state and I'd be welcomed. You know that kind of way. One of me mates back home rang me a couple of days ago. Jared, I'm dying with the flu. The monk got fucking found not guilty. Yup, the monk. And I was like, fuck off, bro. And he goes, dude, I swear to God, man. About 10 minutes ago, he's just been found not guilty. I was like, fuck off, mate. The state had him there. Come here. If you had asked me last week, I'd have put me fucking me left hand on it, that he'd be found guilty. People are always going to judge you. I'm always going to be in recovery, you know. Like, I was fucking hell, 27 years off it. But, like I said, when I come to the UK at 21, I traded it for fucking cocaine. You know, and I had a bad problem with that for 10 years, and tablets as well. I used to swallow them like Smarties, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I did. But, like I said, it's hard, you know, when you have to admit all that shit to yourself, man, and you can't even look when you're looking in the mirror. You know, like I've always been like that. I'll take a look in the mirror, man, and I just fucking me head bows, and I'm like, 20 years have passed, and you're like, fuck me, man, I'm 48, you know. I've seen a couple of pals die. I've seen a few people overdose. I wish Narcan was available 20 years ago. It was in America. Uh, Everything. See, the Americans, they have everything before us. But that Narcan, man, brings you back. Boom, straight away. No hesitation. Like, and they have it now with that. They have it here now. You know, if you overdose, they give you this stuff. And it wakes you up, you know, and like I said, the amount of overdoses. We all know somebody who died from an overdose, right? Or several people, you know, and it's a lonely life when you're a heroin addict because your whole day is set up. That's the one, Jaggy. Your whole day is set up around it. And then you have that fucking, it's here. It's a shady behaviour, you know, being a drug addict. Because you have to ring people, go meet them, you know what I mean? And it's like a job. It becomes a role. Because the sad part is, people start taking it not because they want to get fucked up, because if they don't, they won't be able to function, you know. And people, listen, it's okay not to be okay, and you know, do you know what really helps you in life, yeah? If you admit things to yourself, and if you accept help off other people, whether that be from your local drug fucking whatever facility, your doctor, like, it's not easy, you know. Like, I made a conscious decision at 21. I would have been dead before I'm 25 if I didn't leave, you know, because I was heading in that direction. That was my life. I was destined for it. The military didn't take me because I was a heroin addict. And I ruined the plans my granny had for me, you know. But like I said, she'd be proud of me today. You know, I'm waiting to get into the army, but I did everything to learn about everything. You know what I mean? Like, I have a few friends, let's say, that got shot dead in Dublin gangland. 11 of my friends were shot dead in Dublin gangland. Now, I was on to Harpo 2 days ago, and he told me, Jude, Jerry Hutch has just been acquitted or found not guilty. And I was like, fuck off. And he said, I was fucking telling you what, I'm dying with the flu here, he said, just like myself. I keep in touch with him. It's very important. You know, and a lot of the times when things happen at home, I get a few voice notes or a call or whatever, you know. I'm still in contact with every friend I have in Cherry Orchard. You know, they all have their own lives now, you know. Like when you hit 48, You know, I'm a bleeding granddad, not even a week. You know, well, a bit more than a week.
That's for pork pie.
And it's a blessing from God because it's a distraction tactic. You know what I mean? It's like people are gonna bring you down and you wanna slag you off, and you know, and I'm fine with that. You know, because that's your issue, it's not mine. So don't try and project your negativity onto me because it won't work. You know, it's like if you think that I'm A, B, C, or D, that's fine with me because that's your issue. You know, and I feel sorry for you in a way because you're never gonna go anywhere. You're gonna stay stuck in that shit city you live in and never achieve anything, you know. But that's okay too. You know what it's like to be a loser for 21 years, you know. But I did something about it. Do you understand? Do something. Yeah, do something. You know what I mean? Not everybody's gonna like it. Uh, but like I said, anybody that comes in and out of the life, guys, give each other a sub. Because, do you know what, right? I've watched for years and I've seen people bully other people and strength in numbers, and it becomes like pack mentality. You know, like a pack of wolves. Now in every fucking in every den or burrow, there can only be one alpha. Do you understand?
There are no friendly relations between chimp groups.
Yeah. And everybody's testing the alpha.
There are two choices. Run.
You know, apex predators. How about significant risks to women and children? Now, like I said, I've sat back, I've not said nothing, I fucking, hey Mr. Devil, and there's loads of wankers on YouTube, that's the truth. Now, it's not really my fight or anything, but like I said, when my channel was called Irish Dude 74, when I had the gazebo out the back, remember that? I was in a group with a few people there, and like Jay, Lucifer, he said to me, Jude, your first 100 is always the fucking hardest. And he wasn't wrong, because it took me a fucking year to get them. It's crazy, but all the subs I got, guys, yeah, on me other project, I never had to call anyone out or make me channel off the back of anyone else or clickbait the shit out of anybody. Do you understand? Now, you tell me who's sold out on YouTube and who hasn't. And a good man from Scotland called Donny gave me an amazing compliment. Very noble of him. He said, Jude, you're 100% on. And I said, Donny, I fall short of the mark by 99%. I'm a 1%er, bro. You know, I don't choose financial gain over friendship. I seek friendship over financial gain. Does that make sense? Now, God called it when he said money's the root of all evil there is. Because sometimes people, when they get a few quid or a few thousand subs, they, they become different. They have egos, you know, and they think they're better than everybody else. And that's where I come in here. Nobody's better than anybody on here. Some people might be financially better off. That don't mean shit. Nobody's better than anybody on this planet. Everyone has a fucking arsehole, right? You know what I mean? But shit, I'm delighted for Jerry Hutch, even though he was like, back in the day, we had a conflict of interest. But I'm glad to see him free. You know what I mean? Now, if I had been Christy Kinahan and he got out, I wouldn't be happy. But I'm delighted for him. You know, and I hope your nephew rests in peace. Rest in peace.
Who has the greater number?
Yeah. I took a piece out of his jaw, man, with a golf stick. I slept and me lad said, what happened over there? I said, someone's crashed, come on, me go. But like I said, rest in peace to his nephew, Eric, aka Rocket Hutch. Now listen, like I said, I've been talking to a few people back home about the whole situation, like, and none of us can believe that he got not guilty because they extradited him. Like Stevie was saying years ago, right, when Veronica Guerin was killed in Ireland, right, I call it the $1 billion bullet, right, because legislation, policy and restrictions were changed in Ireland. It's like they brought in a new law called CAB, Criminal Assets Bureau, so they could go after, like, all these big guys. For instance, John Gilligan, that equestrian centre, right, it's like all the underworld in Dublin, right? I know 90% of them, right? Especially in Dublin. But it's a very dangerous city, you know. Fuck me. And like I said, like, you get people like me. Now, I live in this community and I love the community, and if I see anyone acting the bollocks, they get told off. And they don't answer me back, because they already know I'll growl at them. What you fucking say? You know, that kind of way. But I try my best to get on with everybody, you know, because it's easier that way. You know, what's the point in... Listen, you have to be a special individual to be able to forgive people like that. And if God can forgive all the wankers in the world, Jude MacDonald can forgive a YouTuber or a couple of YouTubers. You know, that kind of way. Because you get people that want to scream and shout, and I used to be one of them people. You know, didn't hold back. But it's like, you're only going to get, if, like I said, as long as there's prosperity in me home, in me heart, it's like I don't want to argue with people on here, and that's why me mods straight away timed out if anyone takes the piss or is rude, because I don't want one of them platforms where everyone's screaming at each other. I'm not interested what's going on YouTube or other people's shit. I'm on here for a reason, to hit me goals and me target, and build me channel back up. And that's the dream. You know, just to take back what I lost. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I just have to go past my other project. And then, that's when I'll be satisfied. Now, it might take to the end of the year. Could take another 2 years. But I know that's not the case. Because this time, now you know who you're fighting. Yeah. But that's what people want to see. They want to see carnage and fucking chaos all the time. And there's plenty of platforms you can go on if you want to see that. You know, like I made a video last night. Tim Leeds does make me logos for the channel, okay? And Pablo makes the videos. Now, I wouldn't use anybody else's videos. Yeah, Pablo's a mate, and he makes banging videos for this channel. So shout out to Pablo and Tim. Because, like I said, Tim makes the logos and Pablo makes the videos. I'm useless at stuff like that. But they're all good lads, you know. Like, they're not toxic. You don't hear them fucking going in and screaming at women and fucking all that nonsense. It's like, and it does happen, I've seen it. And nobody says anything, and I'm like, is someone not gonna say anything? And then I'm like, it's not for you to say, just leave it. You know. And it's easier for me that way, because if I were being me bonnet, I'm going to be screaming all the time. Do you understand? And I've no desire to fucking build my channel that way, but I will do it. You know, and I want to thank everyone who bought me a coffee last week. Yeah, it's much appreciated. You know, it's like a little bit of fucking gratitude and recognition, and you know, like there's nothing else I know how to do better. I just didn't put time and effort into it, even like you know. But I have to, because if I could be a scaffolder tomorrow, I'd do it. I can't do it because of my back and my knees. And if I could be a chef tomorrow again, I'd do it. Walking on a leg line as a butcher. But it added up to 20, between 22 and 23 years I paid tax. And I've done some shit jobs, man. I was a tray washer, a pot washer. I could have been a drug dealer easy over here, no problem. But I made a decision, you know, that I was gonna leave Ireland and raise me son in the UK, away from all my friends, away from all my family. I don't want my son, because it's so easy for them to slip through the net, but it's okay with some people to pass on everything you know to your kid, so he'll grow up to be like you and sell drugs and be a shot, you know what I mean, and end up one day pulling out a gun, firing it, and a misfires and blows his fucking eyeball out. Do you understand? That's why I always do that. Well, I don't mean I always do that, sorry, it's just like, yeah, if you're ever fighting a gun you're not familiar with, do you understand? Rather take me hand off than me fucking eye out.
The sharing is important socially and politically. Jackson shares with his allies. More than
Hang
anyone
on.
else, he shares with lies.
Nah, listen, there's a few Scottish lads, man, that come in here and they're fucking sound. You know what I mean? Jackie always comes in, Donny, fucking Jockney, Peggy, oh, what's the other fella's name? Yeah, Doc Seven here. And can you do me a favour? Go over and give Doc 77 Live TV a shout, or hit a fucking a sub. You know, he made a video the other day and put me in the title and said really nice and kind words about me, and it's humbling. Doc, thank you very much. And I'm not talking about Rackpull or whatever he calls himself. Yeah, legend, really. For what? What you do? Building a channel on an app, does that make it a legend? Immortal? Snowflake? Snowballs. How about that? Anyway, shout out to Doc77 Live TV, shout out to Jaggy, shout out to Mr. Devil, shout out to Pablo Chopper, Stevie Wonder, Donny. Hang on a minute. Nah, listen, Anti-Side, Louise, Stevie. Listen, hang on, my missus sent me a message, give me a minute. That looks lovely, that, Bob. Hang on. Right. Yes, so I want to pay homage to Scotland and all the Scottish crew that come into me life, you know what I mean? Yeah. And sub to each other, guys, because listen, right, we all want to grow, and how are you supposed to grow if nobody helps you or supports you? Now, like I said, look at 5 years of work, I've sacrificed. You know, well, I didn't sacrifice it, someone else did in a way, but I'm on here to challenge myself, to hit me goals, hit me target, you know, and like I said, I forgive everybody. I'm on here to just get along, mind my own business, do me lives, you know what I mean, do a couple of other things, yeah, you know, because it's like it's all this fighting shit, you know what I mean, it's all noise, that's all it is, you know, it doesn't intimidate me, that kind of stuff, that's fun, but I'm not giving people airtime, you know what I mean, why would I give people airtime and 65% of the people that said it back me didn't? Is a lying bastards. Once you get your channel under your arse, a bit of merch, you start thinking you're a celebrity. Now, who's deluded? You or me? You know, I've no time. I've no fucking time for nonsense. And I didn't say nonsense, I said nonsense. You know, like, if people want to go into a toxic life, you're more than welcome, but I haven't got the energy for it. And all I ask is one thing, is you be respectful if you come in my life, because you'll always be able to see my hands. I won't have to block you or kick you out, and one of the mods will do it, because I don't want toxic people to come into my life. You know, there's some decent people on YouTube, and you know, it's like a lot of us have a lot in common. We're not much different, you know. But I'll tell you this now for free. Nobody on YouTube is better than anybody. There's no solution without confrontation, so shout out to YouTube's Coffee Nation. Speaking of coffee, I'm gonna go make myself one. I'll be fucking waiting. I'll be left parching for one of you to make me a coffee, you bastard.
The chimp can be killed. Use his force key. And all the chimps did it. No longer safe.
Oh man. Oh man. It's fucking bad that.
For this to happen, the killers had to enter the territory of Memphis. Only one other group could have done this. A group named Go-Go Chimps know only too well. smaller than Jackson Central, but they stick together, and that gives them strength. And I just ate that old man.
An hour cup of tea.
24 Central.
No, but like I said, everybody on YouTube wants to argue, so I'm just gonna leave them to it, you know. Like, people could end up getting hurt, so for that reason, yeah, I'm not gonna engage with idiots or Ramadans. You know, I answer to God and to Dons, not to Ramadans. Nobody's, you know, just like myself. I'm now on YouTube, and I'm good with that. But in this housing estate, I'm a someone. And in my last housing estate, I'm still a someone. So that tells you a little bit about me then, doesn't it? Fuck off. You know what I mean? Raised to be tough. On the streets of Cherry fucking Orchard. The Avenue. Hey. I'm a connected guy. Not even Jesus Christ can touch it. Hey, who said that? If you didn't know Donnie Brasco, what? Donnie, don't talk. Don't tell him anything, Donnie. I love that movie.
If there's food to be found, you'll find it.
Al Pacino, man, he's a fucking great actor, he is. You know what I mean? I'll give you out of order. Yeah, great actor, great movies. Pull a hair out of my nose. One sec, sorry guys.
Now, Jonathan Dowdall, the state's key witness during the trial of Gerard Hutch, has been accepted into the Witness Protection Program despite Hutch's acquittal. So Hutch is still reported to be in Dublin, and Dowdall is serving his 4-year prison sentence. But what will the state be providing for its key witness, who is a proven liar at this point? And what are Gerard the Monk Hutch's next moves likely to be? I'm joined on the line by investigations editor of the Sunday World, Nicola Tallant. Nicola, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, first of all, let's talk about Gerry Hutch. He's still about the town, it is reported. I don't know whether there have been many sightings of him. What's he up to?
Yeah, he's in around the north inner city where I work. He's visiting relatives. I think he's probably just meeting his friends. I'm sure he has a little bit of administration to do if he is headed abroad, which I imagine he is. I don't think he's going to be hanging around Dublin for too long. He hasn't been living here really for, you know, a good number of years, more than a decade at this stage. So, yeah, he's just doing a bit of business.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
Now, he obviously feels...
No, but anyway, right, I'm gonna be ending the live soon. 15 more minutes, it's like, and then I've done me 2 hours, you know what I mean? So, the live will end at about, what time is it now? 15 minutes. I'm gonna end the live at about 1:45, guys, okay? And, like I said, think about what I said about mental health. If you're struggling, speak to someone about it. It doesn't matter who. You know, it's like, because speaking about it, it helps, you know, when you talk about it, even though it can hurt sometimes. And yeah, I cry sometimes. Listen, I cry like a little girl all the time. You know, it's like, and people have put this reputation on me for fucking years. I'm sick of it. You know, I'm not supposed to have feelings or fucking, cause I can have a crack and a bang. I'm not supposed to be fucking human, and, you know, that fucks me off, that part. You know, Like, I don't start trouble with anyone. You know, I stay in my own lane, and you're always gonna get people that'll try belittle you or try bait you, and stuff like that. But look at, I'm 48. I'm not 18. It's a swinging dick competition on YouTube. Is all I'm gonna say. It's a fucking swinging dick contest on YouTube. Everybody wants to be a tough guy. Everybody's telling the world how hard they are, that they own the city. You know, fucking bullshit. Alright, Pablo. No, I was just saying, I've been watching this thing about Jerry Hutch. I can't believe he got acquitted.
Crossed and every I dotted before they have another.
But see that rat bastard Jonathan Dowdall?
Yes, and I mean,
He's gone into
that
fucking
situation
witness
is
protection,
the
him.
situation with dental
He done a
implants,
fucking...
you know, the complexity
I'm fucking dying, Pablo, but fuck it. You know what I mean? It could be worse.
Actually,
Uh,
is in place to protect
but within fucking 5 minutes of that verdict, I knew. One of my mates reached out to me back home, and he's like, Jewett, the monks just got fucking not guilty. I'm fucking delighted. I'm sure I replied to you. I'll have a look at it. I'm only Pablo. When that goes, it's on in another 12 minutes. I'm fucking off for an hour or two. Yeah. I can't believe he got not guilty. You know, don't get me wrong, I didn't get on with his nephew. But I'm delighted for him. Like, I know what it's like to be behind the door, right? Now, I don't know what it's like to be behind the door when you have a fucking life sentence on your head. You know what I mean? Now, that's pressure. Do you understand? Because half of his enemies were in the same jail as him. They had to move him up to Wheatfield, you know, because Mountjoy, you know, look, Pablo, you know how it works. People have accidents and fall off the landing. You know what I mean? They can get you through your food. Mail, like I said, see trustees like cleaners and all. Mail, anybody can get to you. Anybody can get a message to you. You know, I was in that prison and I know what it's like. I was in the old part, the annex. It's prehistoric. Like, I think, now Stevie, if he was in here, he'd be able to tell you. Now, I think Mountjoy was built in 1890. Now, don't quote me on that, right? And it's like a fucking double of, what did fucking Benji's, where's that prison? What's it fucking called? It's a Brixton prison or fucking whatever, but no, it's like I think Brixton prison and Mountjoy are very similar. You know, the same people built them. But yeah, like I said, the last couple of days, man, I've had more phone calls about this whole situation. Like I said here, I know a lot of the criminal fraternity, okay, and that's a W. Even people that didn't like him, like at the end of the day, do you know what it's like to be behind that door and having that on your shoulders, you know? The state had him there. They had him there, Pablo, like that. Now, don't ask me how, bro, but he beat the case. He beat the fucking government. You know, they've been on him for years. Cab took 1.5 million off him. You know what I mean? Carry anybody. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I had an incident where his nephew battered me and me mate one night. We went up to G1. And 13 years later I seen him. I was home for Christmas with the kids and the ex. And I seen him on the other side of the road, man. And there was a fucking charity shop. I don't know what it fucking was. I just seen golf clubs, man. I picked one up and ran across the road, yeah. 1, 2, 3, he looked around and I went 4. Boom. When I hit him with it, I could hear his jaw crack. He hit the ground like a dead weight, man. And I give him a few more raps. Yeah. That's what busted me nose, me lip, and me eye. How about that? Yeah. He was doing a bit of a shake. You know what I mean? I cracked him, man. I tell you what, I hit that ball well. Get up out of that. Keep your eye on the ball when you're taking your shot. Like some people do this, right? You know, they're taking that shot, right? When you're taking your shot, it's like people, they tend to look. It's like, see me? I'm looking down at me ball. You know what I mean? And I'm not taking my eye off the ball. And I swing, bang. You know. But yeah, Rocket, his nickname was. He wasn't much of a rocket. You know what I mean? That day, he went from a rocket to a socket. You know what I mean? Yeah, plugged. And if you don't know it, now you know it. But, nah, Pablo, look, fuck it. Like, a lot of the things you do say to me, bro, you're not wrong. But I remember once upon a time when I used to, hey, a method, when I used to fucking promote every motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, tell everybody, look, if you come into the live, give each other a sub. Because without people's help, you can't grow. Now, on another project I done, 640 people helped me by subbing to the channel. And my goal was 100, and I still did. So, and it took me 2 years to get where I am right now. 200 subs or 199, and I'm happy with that. You know, I'm on here to take something back for myself, and then I'll be satisfied. You know, my victory will be the laughter of my children and my grandchildren. Like, that's legacy. YouTube's an app, right? Bro. I don't really want to talk about him, but in all fairness, I forgive him. Because if I don't forgive him, like I said, I know this too well. If you hold a grudge, you may as well dig 2 holes. And I'm not willing to do that. Like I said, me mods look after me and shit. And like I said, I never come on here for click, coin or clout. I never even asked you to fucking hit the like button or fuck the like button. How about that? I'll hit you with the like button. Fucking. And I never made me channel on the back of calling out another man or making my channel on the back of a nonce or a serial woman abuser. Significant risks to women and children, and people still blow smoke up their fucking ass. You know, he's history. Like I said, if God ever grants me that courtesy, if I see a target, I know I can hit it, and I don't miss. So, like I said, I'll see him on the way around, but for now, there's a good percentage of people on YouTube, you know what I mean, that have mental health issues, that don't feel comfortable talking about it on platforms like, no, I won't even say the platforms, because then the person might think I'm attacking him personally. I'm not. It's just your panels. They're too toxic, you know, allowing women to be bullied, you know, taking money off vulnerable fucking people. You know, I'm not cool with that. Justice for the 97. And may every one of us have a bed in heaven. You know. Me and me lad were talking about it yesterday, because like I said, me lad lives and works up there, and one of his pals lost his dad at Anfield. Now that could have been your sister, brother, uncle, cousin, nephew, niece. Yeah. And 90 96 people died that day, but this lady, I think her son died, and she fought for 30 fucking years against that Hillsborough inquiry, you know. And fair play to her, so shout out to that lovely lady, Anne. And justice for the 97. And do you know what real justice was? All them dead fans up in heaven looking down at Liverpool battering Man United 7. 7 heaven. What? That's what you call a real justice for the 97. Smashing Man United 7-0. You know. And that was a hard one to swallow, but I'm not just a Man United fan, I'm a football fan too. You know what I mean? And yeah, if United had putting up a bit of a fight, it's like it wouldn't have hurt as bad as it did. That's the worst day I've had in football since I've been a Man United fan anyway. Yeah, Liverpool will always be our biggest rivals. Never mind City. Nah, Pablo, I don't know how he beat that case. You know, he must have spent hundreds of thousands on his defence. You know what I mean? They had him there, Pablo. The fucking state had him. They extradited him on a murder warrant. Because see, the statute of limitation never runs out on a murder. But when you're looking at a high profile prisoner like him, he's a fucking, like, you know, he's a HVP all over, bro. High value prisoner. Fucking, you know. And I tell you one thing, if I was him, I would be moving soon. Cause Pablo, you know one of them is gonna come for him. You know how it works, you know. It's politics. Look, you kill 2 of mine, I'll take 5 of yours and your pets. And that's the mentality of them. You know, but look at, he's 60. I'm sure he has a little nest egg somewhere for a retirement. And I'm delighted he got out. Even though when I was a 15-year-old kid, and then when I was 21, I had 2 run-ins with him. Well, really 3. When it was Dottie's birthday, like I said, I used to go into that pub. Now, not all the time. I think it was either called Eamon Reyes or Eamon Dorrance, Pablo. You know where Euston Station is? On the opposite side. You know, there. Before you go up that hill. Fucking... Yeah, but like I said, it was an IRA pub. You don't just fucking knock... You can't just go in. You know, you have to know the people in there kind of thing, you know? And it's one of them establishments where you speak when you're spoken to. You understand? Like I said, it was a Republican pub, and yeah, mind your fucking manners. So, hey Jaggy, so I like I said, when you're around shot callers like that, you speak when you're spoken to. Yes sir, no sir, 3 bags fucking full, so you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was brave and cocky, but I wasn't fucking stupid, and I had respect because I looked up to these kind of men. Volunteers, ex-volunteers, you know. But you don't go around screaming here, he was under, he's a ram. Everybody knows at home who's who, you know, but we don't fucking tell on people, you know. I'd love a platform where loads of people come in and they feel comfortable coming in, knowing that they're not going to get ridiculed. And listen, I'm not saying these are all wimps, you know, but I've no time for all that behaviour. It's fucking childish when you think about it, isn't it? Leave people to it, you know. I'm gonna do my own thing and fucking, you know. I'm doing a pre-recorded thing today or tomorrow with Jay. Yeah. It'll be something like Rowland's, except for a little bit different. I owe that to Jay because he fucking helped me with my channel when I first started. You know what I mean? That's just one. It's only a fucking, you know, I don't know yet, but if we're gonna do a pre-recorded one and have a talk about YouTube and what have you, and YouTube politics, and I'm gonna try my best not to promote anybody on every channel I go on as a guest, say on a couple of channels, not big channels or anything like that, you know what I mean, just people that helped me at the start, you know what I mean. I don't make money out of YouTube, you're mad. It's fucking 50 quid a month, 30 for Wi-Fi, 20 for StreamYard, you know what I mean, that's £50 every month. So, like, this has never been about money for me. If people want to buy a coffee, fucking knock yourself out, but, you know, I didn't come on here for click, coin or clout. That's why I never called anyone out, you know. Pablo, it's like, I don't know what's going on with Ronan at the minute, but like I said, I'm not waiting until other people are ready. I'm gonna, like I said, a couple of people have asked me, can they interview me about my life or whatever, and I don't know what's coming or what questions he's gonna ask me, whatever, but I'm gonna do it because like I said at the start, before Straightouttaballyer and before coming back United, when I was only on 80 subs, Jay used to do what Pablo does now. Like, Pablo makes the videos for this channel, end of fucking story. He's from Dublin, end of. And no disrespect to anybody else or anyone who's ever made me videos or sent me little clips and this and that. I appreciate it, but like I said, Pablo is our head video maker. Just like Tim Leeds, he makes the logos, you know, and I'd never hide anyone's goodness, you know, or proclaim that I made this video, I made that video. Most of the time, if Pablo makes me a video, or if Tim makes me a fucking logo, yeah, I do put them up, you know. Not much, Pablo. Mark's out with his chick, but there's something going on, believe me, at the house, so she had to stay here the last couple of nights, fucking. So, like I said, I just leave them to it. But like I said, Pablo, I'd like to have a channel where people don't feel uncomfortable to talk about mental health issues or alcoholism or drug addiction or recovery or rehab, or, you know, there's loads of outlets out there, and it's like you have to open your mind to these things, you know, even if it means putting yourself out of your comfort zone. Many times have I done it. Many times have I lost me shit where you've had to tell me to calm the fuck down. You know, yeah, I'm used to me sleep like it's fucked. You know. What time are we on? Oh, here, I've gone 5 minutes over it. You reckon? Do you automatically go on your channel if you make shorts? What you do is, you go on your library and then click on videos and it'll give you your options. Alright, bare bones. Nah, look at that. Yeah, YouTube can be toxic, and you know what I've learned about YouTube is never trust anybody 1,000,000%. Right? Never bring anyone to your fucking house. Yeah? And be wary of men bringing gifts like the wise men. Yeah? Like I said, now, I have to move forward, so I have to forgive him. And everybody else that's knocked me and shadow banned me and said that he'd back me channel and you never did. And some of these cunts, I put hundreds into that bank over a certain year period. Just memberships. They all add up, you know, but I supported everybody. You know what I mean? And yeah, I fucking lost a ton of money. My own stupidity. Because I believed in something. I know I can talk about fighting all day. Because I've watched it and studied it all my life, the art of war. Know your enemy. To become your enemy, you have to know him, right? And the enemy in me enemy is my friend, right? Two people can keep a secret. Or 3 people can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Have you ever heard that one before? I love me Luke stuff, bro. You know what I mean? It's like everyone wears Luke around here or Gucci. I'm fucking sick of Gucci. I'm fucking Louis. You know, I'm not one of them that wears fucking, like, don't get me wrong. It's like, they're fucking expensive, like, £120, bro. The top and the bottoms in the Luke store. Like, the jumpers are normally 60 quid. 78, they can go up to 100, 150, whatever, but yeah, it's 120 for this and the bottoms. I like me Luke stuff. Yeah, no problem, Pablo. Thanks for coming in. Listen, guys, I'm gonna shoot Justice for the 97. Shout out to the Scousers that are soil of the earth. I'm a Man United fan. I have Man United fans sometimes say to me, bro, would you always say that Justice for the 97? Because it affected my son's friend, and for the first time I got to know a person whose dad passed away at Hillsborough, you know, and something changed in me. I was like, you know, that could have been your brother, your sister, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, your uncle, aunt. You know, they went to football and fucking didn't come home, you know. It's like, and shout out to that amazing lady Anne, who fought for 30 years against that fucking Hillsborough investigation. And she got a W, you know, but it come too fucking late. You know, just to admit fault. Them cunts couldn't admit fault. You know, because if they did then, they'd be liable. So you could sue the bollocks out of them. You know, but money's not going to bring them back. You know, stick your money up your arse, you can burn money. You know, people choose to burn people over financial gain on YouTube, and that's how it fucking is. You know, I wasted 5 years of my time. Was it in vain? Fuck no. Because everything I've learned from that I'm going to use to grow this channel. Now, like I said, I get on with everybody. I've no issue with anybody. I forgive every one of you. I want to say this. There's no solution without confrontation. Shout out to YouTube and your Coffee Nation. God bless all you for coming in. It's been fun. I'm a son of Ballier, a soldier of Ballier, and I'm straight out of Ballier. And if you don't know it, now you know it. I'm away. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.